Hey nerds, we are going to do a top five moments of Dune Part 2 starting now. Welcome to Nerd Social. I am Colin. So, to commemorate the streaming release of Dune Part 2, I decided to uh, do a top five moments from Dune Part 2 because we didn't really get to a review when it came out in theaters in March. And so my initial viewing of in the theater was really great. I definitely give it a solid rating of 10, which is a theater rental, and I think that you should definitely enjoy it for one night. It is pretty long; it's a little over 2.5 hours, but definitely action packed. There's definitely some things that moves the story along from what you saw in part one. So if you thought that part one was very slow and set up, um, this is a movie for you. So definitely want to go check it out over on Max. To review my top five moments, I'm going to have to do some spoilers. So please make sure that you stop the video, watch Dune Part 2, and then come back and see my top five moments. But be sure also to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Really do appreciate you when you do hit that subscribe button. So, spoilers ahead. I'm going to start with honorable mentions here. I think that one of the honorable mentions is Florence Pugh. She played a really great character in terms of grounding the material, portraying Princess Irulan. And so she did some diaries between the year in which this is happening and also a couple of diaries afterwards to give her viewpoints as to what's been going on with the war on Arrakis. And definitely her costumes are amazing as well. And there's definitely a plot twist at the end of the movie that was very great and revealing between Paul and the princess. So that deserves an honorable mention, along with the scene from the trailer where Paul is saying "Long live the fighters." Those are really great inspirational talk. Kind of the scope of it, the epicness of it, haven't really seen in a long time. I would say probably going back to Lord of the Rings, where the scope and epicness is this vast. So we get into our top five. This is the duel near the end of the movie between Faye Rafa and also Paul, where both of them exclaimed that "May thy knife chip and shatter," and so Paul took that from his duels in part one. And this whole setup of this scene was very revealing as well because there were a lot of interested parties that were part of it, and also because the Emperor was there and the Emperor chose Faye Rafa as his champion. So there was a lot of moving parts, so it was very interesting in that sense. We also get to see, this is my number four, Faye Rafa. Austin Butler played Faye Rafa, and he was a very menacing character, definitely a villain in this whole movie. The build up to it was really awesome. The gladiator fight between him and also the three people from House Atreides was really awesome as well. So Faye Rafa being number four. Number three, before this scene, Silgar was one of the big good guys in this movie. And him exclaiming to Paul, "Be simple, be direct, and nothing fancy," in terms of making sure that he's able to tame the sandworm. So this is a big moment in the movie itself as he was able to tame them and also win the affections of the Fremen during this time. So that was definitely my number three. In number two, this is his exclamation to Jessica, who is now the Reverend Mother for the Fremen, and exclaiming, "That's not hope. What this prophecy is, it's just a story. It's not hope. It's not what he is." So we definitely get to see this character study of how he's conflicted, how he wants to be someone that he isn't, and all the pressures that go along with being such a figure. But that doesn't compare to my number one, which happens to be the scene which he exclaimed that he is Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis, and he inspires his whole group of fundamentalists as well as the Fremen to lead them into battle. And it really had a lot of goosebumps going on with this scene, and this is my number one. So, again, my top five, we have May Thy Night Ship and Shatter, Faye Rafa, number four. Number three, Be Simple, Be Direct, Nothing Fancy from Silgar. Number two, That's Not Hope. And number one, I Am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. With honorable mentions to Florence Pugh performance and also Long Live the Fighters. So that's my top 5 moments of Dune Part 2. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please share and subscribe to our channel. And we will see you soon. Take care now.